It was our oldest's 18th birthday. We went to TGI Fridays for dinner. It was incredibly awkward and uncomfortable, and everybody was miserable. When we came home, the kids all scattered to their rooms. I said goodnight to them, and I went to bed alone. This was pretty typical. After a little while, I went to check on my husband because I missed him. I found him in the living room. There was movement coming from the recliner and porn on the big TV. When he realized I was there, he did what he always did. He didn't apologize. He yelled at me, told me it was my fault. So I went back to bed alone, and I cried, thinking, this is my life. And then my oldest came in and crawled into bed with me and told me that they knew about everything going on with me and Dad, and I needed to grow up and do something about it. They confessed all kinds of hurt and pain and said they were worried about the younger siblings and how it was affecting them. His behavior was starting to trickle down to the kids too, and I was still blaming myself. I thought, if only I could figure out a way to have more sex with him, then he'd be a decent husband and father. I blamed myself for all the ways that he was hurting them. He'd be a good dad if he were happy in the bedroom. But I saw the pain on my kid's face, and I imagined the younger twins coming up behind them in a few years. And I saw the future for them, and I was horrified. So the next day, I asked him to leave, to just give me enough space to think about what to do next. He left 3 weeks later, and 6 days after that, I started TikTok. I just started talking about the dynamic in our house and how I and the kids had all felt. And I learned about sexual coercion. This was 9 months ago, and the beginning of what turned out to be a really beautiful healing experience. With therapy and time, I'm night and day the person I was when he left.